What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Sioux Falls Regional Airport for the 41st airport update for the month of July 2023. Wow, very exciting update that we have here following the Airliners International Convention. We have some new and returning faces, both in the form of some new models and also some new routes coming in, and also returning faces in the form of a familiar aircraft, one that I've not featured here, or at least in a very long time in these Sioux Falls airport updates, so we'll get to that later on in the video. Starting off here at gate number 1, we have a bit of an upgrade on the Minneapolis flight. This Delta Airbus A321 operated on the flight on the night of Wednesday, July 5th, overnight into the 6th. So this arrived in as flight 2359 from Minneapolis, arriving in at 12:20 a.m., had a scheduled 12:34 a.m. arrival. This is on Thursday, July 6th again, just as a reminder. So yeah, the Delta mainline stuff for Minneapolis, still on a 320 on a regular basis, but it looks like here we had a bit of a increase in demand, so Delta decided to send the A321 into Sioux Falls, which again, not the first time we've gotten this aircraft, and it certainly won't be the last. Next to that, here at gate 3, we have this Allegiant Airbus A319. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Las Vegas as flight 11, arriving in at 8:14 p.m., had to be scheduled 8:27 p.m. arrival. Good to see Las Vegas still going strong, and do want to quickly mention this, even though this has nothing to do with the airport update. Las Vegas now has a gigantic LED sphere that just opened up recently. It's not fully opened yet to the interior. It's like a concert venue thing. That's still not open yet. I think U2 is going to be the first performer there. But yeah, now they have a big LED sphere in Las Vegas with like a 16K display, just fully made up of LEDs. It's really, really cool. So I know that had nothing to do with the airport update, but I figured I'd just kind of throw that out there because I thought it was really interesting, because I looked it up yesterday and I was really enthusiased by it. So we'll go ahead and continue with the update with some more aircraft. New model for the airport updates and for my collection. We have this American Airbus A319 with sharklets, released in 2022 by Gemini Jets. I'm very happy to finally have this model in my collection. It's been on my list to get for a while now, and with the Airliners International 2023 convention having passed in, of course, Dallas, I had to get this model. This aircraft arrived in as Flight 2872, a flight that I am very much familiar with. Be sure to check out the trip report once that comes out on my return flight from Dallas to Sioux Falls. That'll be coming out tomorrow, July 15th, to round out all of my content from the Airliners International 2023 convention in Dallas, Texas. And then after that, we will have a recap video that will go over everything that I did at the trip, along with a bunch of other things that happened as well. So looking forward to rounding out the series of content from my trip to Dallas. Hope you'll be able to watch those videos, because I've been very excited about all those videos coming out, and by the time this comes out, almost all of them will have been out, but the aforementioned trip report and the recap video. So this aircraft, going back to this particular flight in question, arriving in as Flight 2872, like I said, from Dallas, arriving in at 12:24 p.m., had a scheduled 12:41 p.m. arrival. At gate 7, we had this United 737-800 in the Continental Globe livery. This aircraft arrived in from Chicago O'Hare as Flight 2227 at 11:41 p.m., delayed from a 9:44 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a delay just a smidge under 2 hours. Had a lot of delays here in the afternoon on Wednesday the 5th, so not sure what was going on. If I recall correctly, the weather was pretty good. We did have some storms on Tuesday night, though, but this is obviously on Wednesday, so the weather wouldn't have necessarily played a role unless there were more storms that I can't necessarily recall right now. I think Chicago had some pretty bad weather on Wednesday night, if I remember correctly, so there were some delays there, and obviously this translated over to this flight having been delayed just a smidge under 2 hours. So, good to see Chicago mainline on the 738 now, which is nice. It's kind of swapping between that and the A319 and the A320. So again, United's very inconsistent mainline continues to show itself, not just in other places like Albuquerque, for instance, but also here in Sioux Falls. At gate 6, we have an aircraft that I haven't really featured here in a couple of months. We have the United Express Embraer 175 in the Evo Blue livery. This aircraft arrived in from Denver as Flight 5918, a SkyWest-operated flight, at 12:48 p.m., had a scheduled 12:50 p.m. arrival. Our last aircraft at the terminal, here at Gate 4, we had the Delta Connection CRJ900. This aircraft arrived in from Minneapolis as Flight 5498, operated by Endeavor Air, at 9:51 a.m., had to be scheduled 10:09 a.m. arrival. So, continuing on with the trend that I said from last month that we would see the RJ9s, this is obviously shown here. And that is all the aircraft we have here at the terminal. So parking garage construction is going pretty well. I'll just use the stuff that I filmed on my trip to and from Dallas as sort of B-roll footage here. The cranes were up and everything. It looked really good. It looked like that first and second level, they were pretty much complete, which is awesome. So it looks like construction is going really smoothly. So they should be on pace to have the entire thing fully enclosed by November, based on what I've read. So again, I'll continue to do these monthly updates as necessary, and I'll go up to the airport periodically just to kind of check on it when applicable. It would be nice if the airport would install like a live stream or something, like just a camera that was rolling 24/7, so kind of like what EarthCam does at a number of different places where they just kind of have everything live streaming nonstop. I wish the airport would do that, just so it'd be easier, at least for me, and then I can just convey that information or provide a link to it in the description if you guys want to see it for yourself on a whenever, wherever basis. But nevertheless, good to see parking garage construction going on smoothly, and hopefully we'll have an even better news as we head into August. So let's go ahead and check out some other aircraft that we have roaming around the airport. We got 2 more to take a look at. New route alert. We haven't had this route for a few years, but it is back here in Sioux Falls, Allegiant Air to Los Angeles. So this Allegiant A320 will be heading out there as Flight 3571. This departed at 9:10 p.m., delayed from an 8:43 p.m. scheduled departure time, so delay about 27 minutes. So a bit unfortunate that there's that delay, but at least it's not as bad as the people coming in from Chicago who had to deal with about a 2-hour delay. And for the folks that are on the next flight, which we'll take a look at, and you'll have to make some guesses on what the delay is, so feel free to comment below on how much you think that delay will be before you see it. No spoilers. And here we are, a returning aircraft for the first time in a very long time to Sioux Falls, and one that is actually applicable. It is not meant to be a substitution for another aircraft like I have used it the last time that I recall having used this aircraft in a Sioux Falls airport update. We have the American Eagle CRJ900. So, this aircraft came in from Chicago here on Flight 6237, and I'll pop up that flight information up right now. And the delay on this flight, 4.5 hours. So arrived in at 9:18 p.m. Its original scheduled arrival was 4:42 p.m. So we had a significant delay with this flight. And on a CRJ900, it's only made 10 times worse, in just my personal opinion. So yeah, we will see these Air Wisconsin CRJ900s continuing through August at least, so that is a change from what I initially reported on in last month's Sioux Falls Airport update, where I thought they were only just going to be in July, but it looks like they will extend through at least August. Which is good news because the Air Wisconsin Retro CRJ900 will likely come into Sioux Falls. I actually checked the schedule for Thursday the 6th. I noticed it was coming in on this very day. So hopefully that aircraft will make a visit to Sioux Falls again. I haven't been up to the airport yet to go see it, but I'm very much looking forward to that, and when Gemini Jets releases that, because that will be a very nice aircraft to have for my Sioux Falls airport updates in the event that it visits before it leaves. And that is all the aircraft we have in this update. So, as we round out this video, I do want to talk about one big thing, the elephant in the room, which is the Sioux Falls Air Show. So the dates are on July 29th and 30th of 2023. That last weekend in July, there is no cost to admission, which I think is the best part of the air show, and I will be going to that air show, no questions asked. I will be making a separate video that will go into more detail about who will all be at the air show, the performers, and the static aircraft displays, and all that fun stuff. So expect to see that once all my Airliners International 2023 content has been released, just so that we have that nice segue from my DFW trip to the Sioux Falls Air Show. And another thing I do want to mention as well, just real quickly for the air show, because this kind of applies here, but yesterday on Wednesday, July 5th, we did have the Thunderbirds make a visit. It was one of their F-16s on a scouting trip, according to what I was told. It just made a quick stop here and then it left. It came in from Traverse City, Michigan. Not sure where it went after that. I didn't ask about where it was going to go next. But it is nice to see that we do have the Thunderbirds coming by as sort of a preview for what you can expect for the air show. So very much excited for that. I can't wait to go out there, and hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate, because I mean, the last time we had the air show, Mother Nature did cooperate actually pretty well. Maybe a little bit of rain during the Thunderbirds performance on Saturday, if I remember correctly. But otherwise, the weather was pretty much picture perfect. So hopefully we're able to repeat that feat in 23. And that's pretty much all I got for the airport update here. And oh yeah, one more thing as well. This information has circulated, and I know that I do kind of want to mention it here because I feel like this would be pretty applicable since we do get this aircraft type. It sounds like that Gemini Jets will be releasing the Delta Connection Embraer 175 with the enhanced winglets before February of 2024. So I saw what Citrus Aviation posted on his Instagram where Todd, who's kind of like the PR guy for Gemini Jets, he does mention that the Delta Connection E175 will be released by that point. So it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be released on that month, but it will be released between then and now. So February 2024 at the latest is when we can expect that model to come out. So very much excited for that. And I just want to throw that out there because we do get that aircraft periodically from Minneapolis. It would be very, very nice to have in my airport updates whenever that comes around. And that is all the information that I have for you in this Sioux Falls Airport update, our 41st update. So 9 to go until we hit that golden number 50. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.